you spot a strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red color. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep. The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
I'm still mad I didn't change my hair color. This is ridiculous. I can't wait till I can do that.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
I'm glad to have helped.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned, let's just forget about it. You may as well have your freedom. Now then, if there's nothing further... I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean? Memories. Quite so.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost. What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
You're the notorious Red Prince, of course.
The very same. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
Of course.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
I'll help you win your throne back.
Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept. On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer. One of the mystics of my kind. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company. Jolly good. So, now that that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
We're gonna make the Red Prince into a mage, so let's do... We're interested in arcane arts.
Wizardry is embedded in my nature as deeply as the instincts to breathe and drink and mate. The dominion over fire suits me best, truth be told, but there is no school of magic I cannot master.
We want him to be a wizard.
Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
Let's do it.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
Nice, we got him. The Red Prince. Okay. So he's got 2 in intelligence, 1 in con. That kinda sucks. I would have preferred to have that in memory or another point in intelligence, because the con's not really doing him that much, but we can respec later. See what else he's got. He's got 1 in geomancy and 1 in pyrokinetic. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Alright. For civil abilities, he has 1 in lore master and 1 in persuasion. I will probably be maxing persuasion on him because of that. Talents. Alright, so he's got spell song, sophisticated. Not really the best talent, to be honest, but hey, it's something. The reason why I'm picking the Red Prince to be my wizard is because he has Dragon's Blaze, which is a fire spell that only costs 1 play point, and it's pretty good because you can like create oil surfaces and then use this for only 1 point. And Far Out Man, which is, I think it's pretty good. Cool. I think what we're gonna do is make Sabeel either our summoner or our rogue, but I'm not sure which one. I don't know. No, you know what? We're gonna make her the rogue. Alright, Sabeel's gonna be the rogue. So that means we need a summoner. And so the summoner is either going to be Fane or the Beast. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and recruit Fane as a summoner. Because, ooh, a kitty cat. But, I might want to consider switching out the Red Prince for the Beast. But we'll see. Ooh, some herbs. Okay. Alright, let's go recruit Fane now. How do I make the camera just follow my character as I move around? Let's see. Controls. The home button, okay. There we go. Oh, I think I can just like double click my portrait to do that too. I'm not sure.
I've spotted something.
One must put in due effort if one is to reap the proper reward.
Nice, a bow. That's gonna be perfect for our summoner.
I wonder where this leads.
And here is Fane. Ooh, a lucky charm proc, nice. Alright, let's talk to him.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's still not wearing his mask. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face.
Bugger.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and make him a summoner, guys, because,
How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps?
Because I'm either gonna make the beast either a summoner or a mage. And I don't think I'm gonna run Fane as a mage. He'd be much better as a summoner, I think.
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor? Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected. It seems the human that stole my mask was rather more resourceful than I gave her credit for. I chased her here, but she rather seems to have given me the slip. Thus...
He turns back to the body, prodding at its face cautiously.
Oh yes, an exceptionally common but exceptionally valuable commodity. A face. A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body. I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have never met anyone like me. Simply put, I am an eternal, and you are not. You have my sympathies. Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather absent, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers. A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared, but I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again. Well, that hardly seems relevant. But if you must know, I was inconvenient several centuries,
Oops.
in fact. Or perhaps millennia. One tends to lose track. I was sealed in a tomb for daring to be curious about the world. It seems our king did not agree that the universe should be explored to its full potential. Perhaps I should thank him. It seems I was spared whatever happened to the others. I wonder if flowers would be appropriate. Ah, well, that is the curious thing. They are clearly absent from this world, and yet they are everywhere. Every one of your races resembles them in some manner, and the statues you have built to your gods look remarkably familiar. Perhaps my people have ascended to some new realm. Or perhaps your gods are merely a folk memory. Regardless, they are not here. But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful. Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things. Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality, but being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this? Much magic? I was controlling the powers of the universe while your people were still doing whatever it is you used to do. What speciality would you prefer?
Alright, we're gonna go with Conjurer, someone who can summon aid to the battlefield.
I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see. Splendid. Very well.
Nice. Awesome, we got Fane. And honestly, guys, I'm highly considering keeping Fane for this playthrough. It's pretty cool that he's an undead, and the last time I played through this game, I actually didn't choose Fane as one of my 4 companions, so this time around, I think we might pick him. Because I don't know anything about his backstory or anything like that, so it'd be cool to get to know him better. Oh, you actually get Pet Pal if you pick a summoner, okay. He started with 1 in Lore Master, that's fine. Even though I want him to be my Thiever, though. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait until we get to the boat to respec and get that point out of Lore Master, because Sabile is going to be my Lore Master. We'll be doing Thievery for Fane. Leadership? Come on, that's terrible. I really wish they'd just let... Oh no, this is level 1, so this is just preset classes, okay. So you don't have any control over this. Damn, because leadership is not good, but we got a point in summoning, so whatever, we'll respec later. And then 2 in Constitution and 1 in Intelligence. Which is just terrible. Man, our summoner is gonna be so gimped. That's a terrible build for a summoner. Oh well. Let's get rid of that. Here we go. Alright, now let's go recruit our 4th party member, Sabile. All of the characters do have different quests, though, so I'm probably gonna need to switch characters out, at least here at the Fort Joy. Ooh, nice, a yarrow flower. We need that for a quest later on. Very nice. I'm actually going to skip this encounter, because I want to go recruit Sabile before I hit level 2. And I can do it by climbing up this ladder. At least I think I can.
I'm not mad, darling. I told him I'd known exactly. Sweetheart, didn't
So this is Fort Joy.
Sabile's right over
It's
here.
a crumbling disaster.
Let's go recruit her.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll. Or so she said. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze. No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into your neck.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking.
Just a human. I mean her no harm.
Not so very far from home, I'm sure. This is the turf of magisters, and magisters tend to be human, like you.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in the side of your throat. Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free. Of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him. No!
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you? Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible. A silly thing to say, but then again, I did think catching me off guard was impossible. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony of choice. You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Let's discuss our respective roles then, shall we? You, me, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal, wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours.
Let's see, we're probably gonna go with
My
Rogue.
grace and finesse could make a cat's fur go green with envy. Go on, give me the details. A bit fickle, are we? Huh, we'll have to work on that.
Alright, I'll just tell her that Rogue's exactly what we're looking for.
Suits me fine. Lead on. Or better yet, let me take the lead. Then follow me.
You're not quite certain you'll ever sleep soundly with Sabile in any sort of proximity, but at least she's on your side, for the moment.
Nice, we got her. And we're level 1 too. So it didn't auto-level us into a terrible build. 2 finesse and 1 constitution. It's not terrible, but I don't mind it. One in dual wield and one in scoundrel. Alright, not terrible, but not the best. I really wish that sneaking was in Lore Master. But that's okay. So, Bane's gonna be the thievery person. Sabine is gonna be the Lore Master person. I'm gonna be, the Lucky Charm person. And then the Red Prince or Beast will be Persuasion. We'll see. I might switch out the Red Prince for the Beast later. Reason being is because I didn't pick the Beast to be in my party last time, and I would like to see what his story's about. Anyway, let's quick save, and let's run back in this direction and level up. Because once we hit this encounter over here, I'm pretty sure we get EXP and we hit level 2.
Noon exactly, didn't I?
Let's just climb back up the stairs and go back this way. Oh, there's the ladder.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
I might try playing this game with the controller. I've never tried it before. We'll see. Oh, and we just leveled up. Cool.
Now speak. I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our...
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Oh, man.
Stop!
That's rough. You don't even need to see the visual and just the description. You're just like, ugh.
My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
$300 EXP, nice.
I told him at come. Exactly. We'll be needed elsewhere.
The Lizard Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
These creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
Ugh, this heap of flesh and bone was just another lizard. The world won't mourn her long.